Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 2009 horror mystery thriller Saw 6, and I remember Saw 6 still very well. This has to do with a doctor who I think John Kramer has he tries to have him, this doctor, help help John's wife because she's sick, or I forget if she's sick or she has cancer. Here it is. His name is Doctor. What's this? But yeah, his her name is no, not. And this has one of the more deep and emotional storylines in the whole Saw series. I loved Saw 6. and and because of this doctor not refusing to help uh, John, what's his name, John, but refusing to help his wife, he ends up putting the doctor through these series of traps, because trying to save people that he works with and that he's pretty close with. That's basically the storyline for Saw 6, and it really goes into great detail. I loved how much detail Saw 6 went into the backstory of why the doctor refused to help his John's wife. I think it was his wife. Yeah, I think it was his wife, but it the doctor refused to help, and because of that, John ended up having sort of a vendetta or something against him, and he wanted to take revenge out on him by putting him through these series of traps where the doctor had to try and save people that were near and dear to him, and there were people that he worked with for years. I don't know how long, but for several years. And a lot of these traps are very, very disturbing and clever. I love the one where I think 6 of the doctor's colleagues are in this merry-go-round, and there's a shotgun or something pointing somewhere like right in the center, and he has to try and there's 2 bullets in that gun, so he has to choose which 2 die and what 4 live. And then there's one, I think, where I don't remember exactly what it was. This woman behind this thing of glass, and he has to like pull these like pulley things to try and get her out, but that ended up not working. And Saw 6 is the lowest grossing in the entire series, which is very much pretty sad. I loved Saw 6. The acting in this is some of the best in the entire series, and the dialogue was also very, very well written and said. The kills were fantastic, the traps were ingenious. What else? Tobin Bell, who plays John John Kramer Jigsaw. This was also one of his best performances in the entire series. I was so pleased with how he acted in this. And the guy who played the doctor was also very, very good. Dr. Hefner, that's who it was. Yeah, I remember now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it was Dr. Hefner played. He was impeccable. I loved how his performance was portrayed. That is also one of the more deep and deeply and disturbed main characters in the entire Saw series. The whole story was based around him, and it was solid. This was a solid Saw, and it was very sad this Saw did not perform any better in the box office. But if any of you haven't seen Saw 6, I highly recommend this. This is really a very well made horror movie. And because of it being the lowest grossing, I actually think it's probably the most underrated in the entire series. But it's still very entertaining. This was one of the more satisfying Saw movies out of all of them. I was very pleased at how it turned out and ended when I left the theater. I also loved how very well done it weaved the storylines from the previous Saws into this. I think it was more particular 4 and 5, but it also used plot storylines from Saw 3 as well. From all of them, I mean, but it weaved them all together so well that it was every scene and flashback was satisfying. It's sad that because of the poor performance of this, Saw 3D is said to be the final one in the final installment in the series. But which really I don't think it will be, but you never know, it probably will actually be the final one. So Saw 6, I highly recommend this. I've said that I know quite a bit already, but this was fantastic. The kills and just everything in this was, I thought it was perfect. So I think that's all I have to say on Saw 6, so stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.